Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna come back with a quick video, an update on what has been going on in my life. So this isn't the best lighting in here, and I've just like set up my room back here to kind of accommodate me for online learning. So I'm moving some things around. I'm adjusting some things. And I know it's been a while since I've posted. I've been working. But the school year has begun. We started on the 24th officially of August. So now we've been back. I guess it's this is our second week. This is our second week we've been back. Um, so we've just been trying to get oriented. Nursing school during the pandemic is definitely a lot different from what I've been used to the last year. But luckily for myself and my cohort, we have a great nursing staff. We have great professors. We have a really great director. And they've been using innovative ways for us to stay connected and for us to have a plan to move forward during this pandemic. So, of course, our school is implementing social distancing. They've also implemented a system where we can do daily checks for symptoms of COVID. But in addition to that, our curriculum has changed a bit. Not necessarily the information that we get, the knowledge that we're going to be receiving over the next 3 or 4 months during the semester has not changed. That curriculum is completely the same. But as far as how they're going about getting that information to us is definitely a lot different. So this semester is my third semester of a 2-year program. So in total, we would do 4 semesters, as I've explained before. I've done 2 so far. This is my third semester, and I will be transitioning into my fourth semester in January of 2021. And that'll be my last semester, and I'll graduate next May. But right now, the focus on the curriculum for third semester is the second half of adult health, which is complex concepts of adult health. Last semester I had adult health 1, which was kind of just like an intro to diseases and how our body processes those diseases. So this semester we'll be taking a deeper dive into adult health and diseases. I believe that our first unit is over cancer. What else do we have? Cancer, respiratory, and hematology. So that'll be our first unit. That'll be what our first test is over. So we have that class, which is complex concepts of adult health, and we're also taking childbearing, which is obstetrics, and peds, which is basically care of children. So those are the 2 classes that I'm taking this semester. Both of those classes have a clinical portion. So the clinical portion is basically a class all of its own, but they kind of go hand in hand. So those grades, I have to have a passing grade for theory and for clinical. So there's a clinical for each portion. So yeah, it's rumored to be the most difficult semester to date. That's what everyone says. That's been the advice of past students who've gone through this program, is that third semester is the hardest semester. And maybe not necessarily because of the content, but because of how much content there is. It's a lot. It's been a week, and I am already overwhelmed because it's just a lot. It's a lot. And not only is it a lot, it's a lot to try to keep up with all the changes from COVID. So The first week, we did orientation for both classes, OB, Peds, and Adult Health, um, and that took a week. If you ask me, it took a whole week to kind of get oriented, and I'm still not completely oriented to what exactly is going to be going on for the next 3 or 4 months. But one big thing that we have to do each semester is do a dosage calc test, which is dosage calculation, which is dimensional analysis. And it's basically a way to calculate medications, how to draw up medications, and to be able to work with different forms of measurement, like milligrams, milliliters, liters, MCG, those type of things, where you're going to see in the hospital setting from orders that a doctor is going to send you to give medication to the patient, and you need to be able to properly calculate how to give that medication. So yeah, they give us a test each semester at the beginning of the semester, and basically what they do is they'll tell you that you have to. Well, I know this semester we had to make 100 on the test in order to continue with the adult health portion of the semester. So yeah, it's pretty overwhelming, because you know to for you to it's basically like you fail the class if you don't pass this test, and the only way you're going to pass this test is if you get 100. So they gave us the test. They gave us opportunity to take the test Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if you don't pass on Tuesday, you can take it Wednesday. If you don't pass it on Wednesday, you can take it Thursday. If you don't pass it on Thursday, you can take it Friday. I ended up having to take all 4 tests, and they're 20 questions, 1 hour, 100 pass or fail. And I don't know if it was just nerves or what, but I ended up having to take all 4. I'm pretty sure that I've said before that I'm just one of those type of people that have to repeat things, and I've accepted it, and that's okay. But I did ended up taking all 4 tests, and I definitely know the material. It's just it's a bit daunting to tell somebody, you got to pass this test or you're not going to be able to continue taking this class. And that's, I think, what I kind of get in my head, and don't do very well sometimes, but I do know how to do it. It's a stipulation that they have that you have to take it or don't continue with the class. So, but anyway, needless to say, I did pass it on the last try. So yeah, it's really important. I understand why our professors make us take this test the way that we do, and it's basically you make 100 or you don't pass it. It's because giving medication to a patient could kill them, and you have to be perfect sometimes. Like I know that we've been taught our whole life that nobody's perfect, but you gotta pretty much be perfect sometimes when it comes to medications and patients. So it's important, and I understand why they make us do that. So anyways, so yeah, that had to be done, and we just get a lot of paperwork, a lot of formal paperwork that we have to turn into our professors. Like our clinical sites want us to do orientations for hospitals. So we have to turn in paperwork saying that we have, looked at this information from the hospital, emergency contact information, just formal paperwork that has to be done. It's a lot to keep up with. It really is. So it took me the whole first week to kind of get a handle on what was going on, and I think I got it down a little bit, but it's still a lot more probably I need to know, that I haven't figured out about these classes yet. So we're doing a lot of our meetings and such online through Zoom, or we have a program that allows our professors to record their lectures And we're going to be doing a lot of that this semester as well. And as of right now, it looks like I'll probably only be on campus twice a week for a lab and for a class. I have an adult health class on Thursdays, and we have a OB Peds lab on Friday. And another way that they're trying to keep us safe is by splitting our group up. Our original cohort started out at about 47 or 48. And one thing that was kind of weird about our cohort as well is that we had, before we started in fall of last year, fall of 19, we ended up having one of our members, the cohort that was supposed to start nursing school with us, she died in a house fire. So yeah, we lost her. We bumped down to like 49, 48. It was originally supposed to be 50. And then something else happened with whoever else that was in our cohort and didn't end up making it. And so we started out at like 47. And I think the girl's name was Sarah. I think about that girl all the time. Poor girl. She had aspirations and she had gotten into nursing school and she passed away in a house fire here. And I said that, when I heard about it during orientation, that I would probably, try to, I don't know what I wanted to do, but it really touched my heart because, it's obviously she had goals. Obviously she had things that she wanted to do with her life, and she was just on the cusp of making those things happen. And death is a curious thing. But anyway, I think her name was Sarah. Shout out to Sarah. Shout out to her family. Rest in peace. We're all in our cohort, the people that I know that I'm familiar with, we all are, working hard towards this one goal. And, it just, anyway. So yeah, dosage calc. We have a ton of assignments that are going to be due every week. Plus, we have clinical every week. Definitely have a lot more clinicals than I had last semester. And hopefully we get to do all of them this time, because last semester COVID hit and we didn't get to finish our second portion. We ended up having to do like virtual clinicals. So hopefully this semester we'll get through all of them. And another thing about this semester is that, as I was saying before, we are being split up. Our cohort is being split up more and more. I think it's like 4 groups in peds, and they're letting us do, half of us are doing OB first because it's one class, but they're splitting it up to where we don't have to be in close proximity with each other. So half of us are doing peds first and half of us are doing OB first. And then they have shortened our semester. It's still going to be a full 16 weeks, but we're not going to be returning to the classroom after Thanksgiving. So I think we're going to be pretty much done by Thanksgiving. Like looking at my schedule, looking at how they've kind of front loaded our clinicals. We're going to be done with everything but the final by Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. I'm not sure I'm prepared, but I guess I'm going to have to get prepared because time waits for no one. So, yeah, we have a shortened semester. Books. Our bookstore sucks. I'm going to just say it. Our bookstore sucks. It does. Yeah, they had all summer to get our books. We still don't have books for some reason. I think some people got books. Maybe they got them earlier in the semester. I ended up getting a grant through the school to be able to get my books. And they kind of facilitate getting the books for us through the bookstore. The bookstore got one of our something that they ordered, which is like an online program. They got the wrong one. So everyone got the wrong one. I got the wrong one. I have it. I just have the wrong one. So now I'm probably going to get on the phone with the bookstore after I get off the phone. After I get off of this video. yeah, so they had the wrong thing. We have to take it back and they have to switch it out. And then I have like two more books that I need and I still don't have them. Second week of school. Our bookstore sucks. Yeah. So I'm waiting on books for Peds and OB, and I'm waiting on like ECG books. ECG is going to be heavy this semester as well. We're going to learn how to read ECGs. Um, yeah. So that's where we are pretty much. It's a lot going on. I'm seeing that we're gonna have to do a lot of studying outside of campus this semester. I actually just went to a study group yesterday with my little group of people that I study with. And I'm just really glad to have them because they keep me sane. We have a group me. The whole cohort has a group me. But the group that I'm kind of tighter with, we kind of help each other out, and they keep me sane, pretty much. Um, yeah. So that's what's going on. That is what nursing school is looking like for me during this wonderful pandemic that we're having. Um, yeah, I quit my job. Um, I quit my job because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do it. Like, I probably would have been able to, like, pull it off um, if I were not a mother. But I'm a single mom, so I'm having to take up the helm completely when it comes to him at this time. And that's okay. You know, I actually hadn't worked for quite a while before the summer. And it was because I kind of set myself up to go to nursing school. I set myself up to be able to um, just focus on school and my son. And it looks like that's probably what my life is going to be looking like until graduation at this point. Um, but it was great to be able to get a little bit of money and be able to put on my resume that I was an intern over the summer. So that was great. But yeah, it looks like I'm just going to be studying real hard and keeping up with these assignments because I know there are going to be more. There's a lot right now, but there's going to be more. And I'm just going to be hoping and praying that we don't have an outbreak so that we can finish these clinicals and go ahead and do what we need to do for the rest of the semester. That there won't be any interruptions or anything. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen, and going to study hard and push towards Thanksgiving and just kind of hide for the next 3 or 4 months because this is going to be my life pretty much. This has been my life pretty much. But learning from home, I guess, isn't that bad once you get the hang of it. I think the hardest part for me is just getting to know my schedule and staying on top of things. Time management is going to be a huge thing this semester. Um, Time management has to be a huge thing for nursing school, period. Like, you just have to be able to prioritize and you have to be okay with letting things go sometimes. Like, this being in nursing school has taught me a lot about myself. I want to be able to stay on top of certain things, but I can't do everything at once. I have to do what I can, and if I don't do it today, I just have to get to it tomorrow or next week. Because it's really all about time management. You have to prioritize to be able to get this done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to clinicals this semester. I've always wanted to kind of know what OB looks like. I'm not necessarily the ped side of it because I never really was interested in um, newborns or toddlers and stuff like that. I really have always wanted to be in the labor and delivery side of things. So being able to go to clinicals this semester is what I've been kind of looking forward to this whole time, is to be able to get in there with an L&D nurse and see a live birth and C-section. Hopefully I'll see some great things this semester. I'm really, really looking forward to that. And then maybe hopefully being in the OR again, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, that's what's going on. I just want to give you guys a quick update because I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to do so. Yeah, next week it's going to be, everything's going to hit the fan next week. Like, I found a short amount of time, like a window, and I couldn't believe it this morning. I thought that I was missing something. Like, I don't have anything to do today. I mean, there's always stuff to do, but I'm saying, like, I don't have to be at a Zoom meeting this morning. I don't have to, like, take this quiz this morning, so I had time to be able to get on here and update you guys. So, yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, or, maybe suggestions on how I can, make this content better for you guys, let me know. Hit me in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what's up. Until next time.